Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to the Piper Report. So I want to make a quick video on this because it is incredibly sad how much we are devolving as a nation. Just read the title of this article. Schools attempt to ban kids from having best friends because it's not inclusive. I call these people regressives, people that have these type of viewpoints, but the truth is, it's much deeper than that. They are social Marxists. Social justice warriors are social Marxists, and this push for inclusion, it's only going to increase exclusion. There is a point where too much inclusion is a bad thing. What's next? Pretty soon all these children are not going to be allowed to do anything alone anymore. They're going to mandate where if a child goes to the bathroom, another child has to come with her or him to the bathroom. They're changing everything. The truth is, let's talk life. Let's talk the facts of life. Life isn't fair. Life is hard. Good people die. Bad things happen to good people. That is life. Some people live, some people die. It's horrible when a child has cancer. But it does happen. We cannot hide from it. We are spending money on trying to cure cancer for children. This isn't helping children. When a child is sick, physically sick, we can help them. We try to help them. But this isn't helping children. Preventing a child from having a best friend, you think that's helping children? I'm gonna read the quote, what this Dr. Barbara Greenword or Green Nazi, whatever her name is, Greenberg. Here's what she says. The notion of choosing best friends is deeply embedded in our culture. No, it's not. The notion of choosing, it's not embedded in our culture. It's just a fact of life. Some people get along with other people better than they would with somebody else. Over time, they become best friends. It's not like they feel they have to pick a best friend. It's not like these parents of these kids say, remember, when you go to school today, find some friends, but make sure you pick a best friend. You have to have a best friend. It's not instilled in the kids like that. Kids like other kids more than other kids. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing unnatural in that. That is the way of life. Trying to destroy that foundation, try to change everything that you disagree with, all because maybe one or two people are upset with it, is totally nonsensical. And these social Marxists that do this on a daily basis are destroying not only this country, but the fabric of society on an exponential level. When I first read this, I kind of laughed, but I'm kind of irritated, in case you can't tell. How far are we going to devolve as a nation before we say enough's enough? You want to know why Donald Trump has a lot of support, even with people that really don't like him? It has nothing to do with his policies. It's because he is against this. His demeanor and the way he talks is against all this social Marxism that is being pushed onto the people. That's why he has so much support. It's because of dumb stuff like this, because people need safe spaces. People need therapy blankets. If, God forbid, a conservative goes speaks at their school. People think they need to hide themselves from the world. There's a quote from Fight Club, and it's taken to the extreme, but I'm gonna go over it quickly. He says, Tyler Durden says, "It's only after you lost everything are you free to do anything." What that means is that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Trying to protect your children at all times isn't going to help because you're not going to be able to do so. All you're doing is continuing on a downward spiral, making things worse and worse. You are essentially destroying things from the inside out, and you're too blind to see this. As Dr. Barbara Greenberg Nazi. Where is I at? Should schools ban kids from having best friends? Nonetheless, there is, in my opinion, merit to the movement to ban having best friends. She continues, there is something dreadfully exclusionary occurring when a middle schooler tells the girl sitting next to her that she is best friends with a girl sitting in front of them. Child after child comes to my therapy office distressed when their best friend is now given someone else the coveted title, she continues. Greenberg Nazi says, bring it on, to the idea of banning best friends. I am a huge fan of social inclusion. The phrase best friend is inherently exclusionary. Among children and even teens, best friends shift rapidly. These shifts lead to emotional distress and will be significantly less likely if our kids spoke of close or even good friends rather than best friends. There's an unspoken ranking system, and where there's a ranking system, there are problems. I see kids who are never labeled best friends, and sadly, they sit alone at lunch tables and often in their homes while others are with their best friends. Okay, yes, this is sad that a child may feel alone, but it's not because he or she didn't have a best friend. It's because he or she doesn't have any friends. What's next? You're going to get rid of the word friends? The term friends will no longer be relatable? Priests are going to be called acquaintances? What happens when somebody doesn't want to be acquaintance anymore? Maybe they want to be a friend. Aren't they going to feel kind of excluded? Because acquaintance basically means that there is no really intimate connection between the two people, the two children, the two men, the two women. What's next? How far can you devolve? How far can you change things to try to, quotation marks, protect the children before you end up actually hurting the children? Nothing you do, especially crap like this, is going to help them. This child that sits alone isn't because he or she doesn't have a best friend. It's because he or she doesn't have friends. And yes, that is tragic, but you cannot use a straw man argument like that, which is exactly what this is, a straw man argument by definition. You cannot use that to try to garner and try to create a different type of environment for the children that go to that school. I don't know how this woman was even able to get a doctorate degree. God help whoever talks to her regarding therapy. God help them, because she will twist their minds so much so that those children are going to be in a world of hurt when they get older. Okay. Like I said, this is social Marxism. I call it regressives, but it's deeper than that. It is social Marxism. More and more we see this every day. And this is why the alt-right is growing. This is why Trump is still popular. This is why all these people hate social justice warriors. Even people on the left hate social justice warriors, because they're pushing social Marxism to such a degree that they're actually destroying the country. And not only the country, but the fabric of the society of the country. They're completely excluding everyone, segregating everyone by trying to make everything inclusive. That is irony at its finest. And I'm done.